If you have been searching for homes in Loudoun County and noticed that Ashburn is basically surrounded by data centers, you've probably wondered, is that actually a problem? Does it affect property values? Should it change which neighborhoods I choose? I'm gonna give you the most honest, data-backed answer you will find anywhere. I'm Ivan Rakela with the Rakela Group. I cover all of Northern Virginia. I grew up watching this market from the inside, so let's talk about the data center question. First, let's establish the scale of what we are talking about because most buyers don't actually know. Loudoun County, and specifically Ashburn, is the data center capital of the world. Now, not of Virginia, not of the East Coast, of the entire world. Approximately 70% of all global internet traffic passes through Loudoun County data centers. That's every email that you send, every Netflix stream, and every Google search. There are over 200 data centers in Loudoun. They generate billions of tax dollars in revenue annually. So the question is not really, are there data centers here? The question that actually matters is, what does this mean for someone that's buying a home here? Let me address the real concerns that buyers have. And concern number one typically is the noise and aesthetics. Data centers generate a constant low hum from the cooling systems. They are large industrial buildings that are not scenic. If you're buying a home directly adjacent to a large facility, yeah, you're gonna notice it, Concern number two, do they affect my property values? Now, the research on this is actually really nuanced. Homes directly next to data centers may sell at a slight discount. Homes in the broader Ashburn and Loudoun area, even just a half a mile away, they show no measurable negative impact. In fact, Loudoun County median prices are $810,000 and up 8% year over year. That's not a market being hurt by data centers. And concern number three, low-term risk. What if the data center industry changes? What if facilities closed? Now, this is the least likely concern of the three. Internet infrastructure demand is just not gonna go down. AI, cloud computing, streaming, driving it higher every single year. Here's what almost nobody's talking about. The data center industry is the reason Loudoun County has among the lowest property tax rates of any high-income county in Northern Virginia. The data centers generate billions in commercial tax revenue. That revenue funds schools, infrastructure, and services. That means the county needs less revenue from the homeowners. On an $810,000 home in Loudoun, your annual property tax bill is meaningfully lower than it would be on a comparable home in Fairfax. The data centers are subsidizing your home ownership costs. That's not a talking point, that's just math. Add that to some of the best ranked school systems of Virginia, the Amazon HQ2, employment, and one of the most stable job markets in the country, you start to understand why Loudoun is priced the way that it is. So how do you buy smart in this market? Here is my practical guide for every buyer. First, give yourself a buffer. Half a mile from the nearest data center facility eliminates virtually all noise and aesthetic concerns. Communities like Brambleton, Stone Ridge, Birchwood, Broadlands, all sit at a comfortable distance while still getting the tax and school benefits. Second, look on the southern side of 28 near 50 for more separation. The heaviest data center concentration is on the 28 route corridor. Moving slightly west or south towards Leesburg or South Riding puts more distance between you and the industrial facilities while still keeping you in Loudoun County for taxes and schools. Third, if you're buying new construction in this area, ask the builder rep directly what the plan for the parcels adjacent to the community. Now, this is something I ask every single time I go on a new construction visit. The reps will tell you, and it matters. If you currently own a home in Loudoun County, you are sitting on one of the most supply-constrained residential markets in the region. Buyers are actively looking for exactly what you have. Loudoun County schools and tax rates without the data center adjacency concerns. So if you're thinking about selling, DM me the word value, comment the word value. I'll put together something that are real market analysis for your home. No cost, no obligation, just the real number. So, should you buy near a data center in Northern Virginia? Here is the honest answer. If you're directly adjacent to a large facility, no. If you're a half a mile away or more, absolutely yes, because what you're actually buying is access to the tax revenue those facilities generate, the school systems they fund, the employment they support, and one of the most economically stable counties in the entire country. Now, I'm Ivan Rakela with the Rakela Group. I cover all of Northern Virginia. Subscribe for weekly Nova market updates, and I will see you in the next one.